Greetings, everyone. Welcome to another edition of What's Hot with Sea of Tranquility. I'm your host, Pete Pardo, publisher and CEO of SOT. Today, we've got a single release episode. All right, trying to bring you more of these. Okay, we got a bunch of people who keep asking, we want more new releases, more new product shows. So, you know what? We got some stuff that's coming in. So, usually that's how the year goes, right? It starts off with a whimper, then we get a whole host of stuff. It dies down a little bit in the summer. Then late in the year, we get a barrage of new releases. But some really notable things have come in lately, which is good. I picked up some new stuff, got sent some stuff from labels, so a little mix of things. But this one, really special. Just got this the other day. Listened to it about 3 times. It's spectacular. All right? And you know what? No, really. And you know what? That's the name of the album. By the Aristocrats. Okay? Brand new instrumental mix of jazz fusion, metal, hard rock, kind of rootsy, bluesy, countrified jazz, whatever the fuck you want to call what these guys do. They kind of do it all. Of course, this band, I believe, God, what is this? Their 5th studio album? Something like that? Is it the 5th or the 4th? I forget exactly. I've got them all. Fantastic band. I'm kind of a latecomer to this band. I have been well familiar with all 3 players for many, many years, and I've listened to a lot of the other things that they've done. But for whatever reason, I have only started getting into these guys as a trio over the last year. And man, am I glad I did. Better late than never, right? So this is their brand new release on Boing Music, right? Okay, I guess that's the label they appear on. And again, it's called You Know What. This is Guthrie Govan on guitar, Bryan Beller on bass, Marco Minnemann on drums. Okay, 3 absolute virtuosos at the top of their craft, 3 of the best at each of their instruments, underrated beyond belief, underrated as far as like casual music listeners. For people who are musicians, they know about these guys, okay, and have for years. But, as far as being household names to most people, probably not. The Aristocrats, again, a trio, all instrumental music, really, really challenging, yet well-crafted, quirky, sometimes heavy, blazing, bluesy, jazzy, proggy. Like I said, some of it's kind of rootsy. It's a little mix of everything. There's the guys in the band right there, okay, doing their thing. This new album, we've got 9 tracks. All the songs written by, the guys in the band. We've got, let's see, what are some of the highlights? The first tune, D-Grade Fuck Movie Jam. That's a really good kind of, God, hard to describe that. Kind of like, it's got a little bit of Satriani, a little bit of ZZ Top, it's kind of funky, kind of heavy. You got Spanish Eddie, When We All Come Together, again, some of these kind of bluesy, kind of metallic. All Said and Done. Terrible Lizard. Terrible Lizard is heavy. It's got a lot of metallic moments, a lot of really crunchy Guthrie guitar work on there. Spirit is Cactus is a lot of fun. The Ballad of Bonnie and Clyde might be my favorite tune on the album. It's got tremendous bass grooves from Bryan Beller. The drumming is off the chain. Crazy guitar work from Guthrie. Great song. And the last 2 are just killer. Burial at Sea, real moody piece. And then the last one, Last Orders, again, kind of moody, kind of heavy, kind of jazzy. I love how they throw like all these elements into their music, but a really engaging album. And it's one of those albums where you can appreciate it for the sheer virtuosity of it, but the tunes are also really memorable. I always like to kind of highlight that when I listen to an instrumental album, because some instrumental albums is just like shred for shred's sake, and it's just a lot of, soloing and what have you, and the tunes aren't memorable. Here you get a lot of soloing, but the tunes are really memorable. And that's really fucking important in my opinion, okay? Because there's so many albums like this that come out. And, I remember this kind of all started in like the mid-late 80s, with a lot of the Shrapnel guys and what have you. You started to get a lot of these instrumental albums, from guitar shredders. But this is a band of 3 virtuosos, okay, bass, drums, and guitar. So it's not all Guthrie Govan. It's all 3 of them just play up a storm on here, but they work so well together. The synergy between the 3 is uncanny. But like I said, great songs, memorable tunes. So if you like real catchy instrumental music with lots of shredding, some heavy moments, some mellow moments, okay, there's a lot of really beautiful passages on here as well. Just 3 players at the top of their game. All three should be like superstars. And this is an example of a supergroup that absolutely works. Absolutely works. In fact, they're on tour right now, so if you get a chance to see them, go out and do so. 9 tracks. What is it? Roughly 40, 45 minutes worth of music. Fantastic. Highly recommend this. Just came out the other day. So if you haven't ordered your copy or downloaded it off of, wherever you go to get your streaming or downloaded music, do it. I'm telling you. You will not regret it. It comes in a little like mini sleeve type of thing. So anyway, this is on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook. We're on Twitter. Of course, we're on the mighty YouTube. Lots of great stuff coming up this week. So stay tuned. In the meantime, go out and get your Aristocrats, right? And you know what? It's damn good. You heard it here first. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.